GP Outdoors. This one is going to be a lot more dangerous than the one we pulled down yesterday. And I have to admit, I'm the one that hung this big boy. We're back in the target range, as you folks know. We got one of the big hangers down yesterday and went reasonably well, got caught a bit. Did my first plunge cut. I was pretty proud of that. It worked. But this guy here, as you can see, is an old maple, and it's caught up pretty heavy in those two trees there. So I think Guy and I are going to take a few minutes, try to figure out the safest way to get this thing down, and I'll let you know, and we'll get at her. Thanks for tuning in today. All right, so I think this is the plan we've come up with. You'll see all this debris down here. I'm going to cut some of this stuff out so I've got a safe place to stand. Cut a few of these things out so that way we'll leave this tree kind of exposed. You can see, hopefully I've got a good shot there, you can see how much of the tree is caught kind of almost in that V of the other maple, and you can see it's leaning up against this one that's bent and pretty rotted out, by the way. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to buck a few feet off of this to try to get it to stand up and let it fall so that its butt end is a little bit further away from all of this. And then we're going to grab the snatch block, put it up on either that stump over the tree, hook it up with the cable, and then we're going to try to pull this thing out. And we'll just take it one step at a time. Whenever you're bucking something, especially this big, that's stuck up in there, it's hard to read where the compression and the tension is. And I don't mean on the top and the bottom, I mean side to side. We're pretty sure, because of the way it's wedged in there, that it's going to want to spring out this way when I cut it. So I'm going to stand on this side of it, and I'm just going to take a couple of feet at a time. Little bites, that's it. I'm not going to reach up high and try to knock 5 or 6 feet off it. I'm just going to start down at the bottom and slowly buck chunks off until I get it upright and down onto this flatter ground down here. Hope that makes sense to you folks. We'll see if it's successful, and we'll just take our time. I'm fortunate enough, my good friend Guy is here to help us out, and he's been doing this for a while, so I think we've got a pretty good plan. So hey, let's get her done. Is we're going to pull it towards that stump. You want to just take a quick look just to make sure. I just don't want to cut it too short and they all get banged into these. Right? I think that's a major problem. Because we're going to strap to that stump right there, are we? Back there. Right ahead. Take two. Alrighty, guys, gonna wrap us up. We're just packing up to head out of here. Rain finally came. We knew it was coming, but at least we got her down for the most part. And like anything else, little steps, baby steps, one little step at a time. Nobody's injured, nobody's hurt, and she's pretty much down. Now, if we had some really good luck in the next day or two, that old rotted out maple is gonna snap and the rest of it's gonna come down to the ground. If not, I'll just start bucking the trunk again to get it down, and then we'll throw a cable on it and pull it the rest of the way out. Thanks to everybody for sticking around today. I hope you enjoyed it. That skidding winch, boy, that thing is gold. And the snatch block pulley, so handy to have. Like I've said before, it's a must-have. If you've got the winch, get the pulley, because it helps you to get those angles you need. And as you guys could see, there was no way we were going to be able to pull it up this steep hill anywhere near the trail. We had to pull it slowly, one little bit at a time, to get it over. And I think we did okay. When we first started taking this down at the beginning, I was bucking 2 or 3 foot lengths off of it. And a question I had for you is, what's the proper way to do it? You'll see that I kept my saw perpendicular to the tree trunk, not to the ground. And is that correct? Or do you folks, anybody have any experience that you could let me know? Should I have had my saw perpendicular with the ground or with the log, which is what I did? Have a great week with your families. Please be kind to each other, and I'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.